Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Aveni's Game Room. This is Mrs. Mopp, and it was released in 1984 by Computer Solve. Now, as you can see from the screen, it's a collect 'em up basically, and you have 5 different tools. You have a blue tray, which is used to pick up the teacups. You have a green tray, which is used to pick up the glasses. You have a red basket, which is to pick up Y-fronts or underpants or knickers, depending on where you're from. Then you have a cyan basket, which is to pick up the t-shirts, and then you have a dustpan and brush, which is to pick up dust. Now, what happens is you pick up each of the items that corresponds with whatever colour tool you're using. Once your tray or your basket or your dustpan and brush is full, you then have to empty those items into either a bin, the washing machine, or the sink. It's very similar to a game called Psst on the Spectrum, which was by Imagine Software, if I recall. No, actually, it was by Ultimate, yeah. And it's very similar in gameplay. Let's see if we can get this started. Now, as you can see, you use your dustpan and brush to pick up your dust, your blue tray to pick up your teacups, and as you'll see at the top, at the moment it says I'm fit. Now, as you go along, that will change. She'll become tired, then exhausted, and then she'll finally just leave home in disgust. Now, there's a way to combat that, and that's to drink booze. There we go, I'm full of those, so empty the dust in the bin. Right. Now, drop that one off. This game, I have a lot of fond memories of this game. I played this a hell of a lot with my mother. There you can see I'm tired now, so if we go up to there and we're fit again. That's good because it allows you to continue, but the main issue with it is if you stay there too long, first you'll get tipsy, which makes the game a little bit harder. It reverses the controls. So basically, up is down, down is up, left is right, and right is left. But if you stay there even longer, you'll end up getting drunk. And it just becomes completely uncontrollable. She just moves around like she's having some sort of fit. And you have to wait for the effects of the alcohol to wear off before you can do anything. And it just makes the game extremely hard. If you get drunk, it's basically game over. You're not going to be able to keep up with all the item collecting. Now, as you can see, when each one's full, I take it to the corresponding utensil, which is either the bin, the washing machine, or the sink. Oh god. I mean, the game itself, it's fairly basic. I mean, it's a very good game for children. It's good for teaching them colours and linking colours together as you change colour when you have a certain tool. The only sort of thing that might confuse them at first is the colours of the sink and the bin. The bin matches with the dust because you only need to pick up the dust. But with the clothes, that's where it starts getting a little bit different. You have underpants which are red, which are later on. At the moment it's t-shirts, and they all go in the washing machine. Now, I was never very good at this game, and I still aren't, to be honest. I still find it quite difficult. Oh god, I think I'm stuck. Right, now I'm stuck. I actually show you the spells. I've got one spell, and it clears all the items around me. You only get a spell every so often. I need more wine. And oh god, yeah. As you can see, I'm not very good at this game. I used to play it a lot with my mother. She was very good at this game, way better than I was. That may sound a little bit sexist by the type of game it is, but it honestly isn't. I'm just crap at the game at the end of the day. I'm not very good at it, and she always beat me at it. I mean, there's a few games she really enjoyed playing with me. The first one was, I think it was called Throw the Wall, and it was on the Horizons tape that I got with my Spectrum originally, and it was basically a Breakout clone. There was that game and this one, and she played these to death with me. She got very good at this game. I could really never keep up with her, to be honest. And as you can see, I'm slowly starting to struggle, and I haven't even got to the part where they're starting to add the Y-fronts to the game to make it even more challenging. Yeah, it's a great game. Like I said, it's a great game for kids. You can teach them colour coordination, help with manual dexterity and things like that. I highly recommend it to anybody. As I say, it's not the most advanced game in the world, but still, it's a very enjoyable little game. And I can't really recommend this enough. But I think most of it's probably to do with nostalgia more than anything else. Oh, that's not good. So I've still got spells. I'm using another spell lock. Oh crap! I've got glasses, haven't I? So I went to the wrong place anyway. Let's see if I can get a couple of these out of the way. Yeah, it's getting close to game over, to be honest. I'm not going to be able to get much further than this. Let's use another spell. If you try and use a spell when you've got none, she'll basically leave home in disgust. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and show you that she's... Oh god, that happened too quick. Right, I didn't catch that in time. If you've seen it, it went from tipsy to happy to tipsy to drunk, and now I really can't control her. And it's definitely going to be game over soon. I was actually hoping I could get to the part where it shows you the Y-fronts, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen today. Yeah, she's off her face at the moment on Plonk, and I can't really do anything about it. She keeps going up to the wine, and it's getting worse. It's never going to wear off in time for me to be able to do this. Yeah, I highly recommend you check this out. Like I said, if you've got young children, it's a good game to let them play. It'll help with colour coordination, manual dexterity and things like that. You might find they'll get a little bit bored with it after a while, but as I said, it's only a basic game. At the end of the day, it's just to collect them up. But it's a lot of fun, and it was quite a big part of my childhood. I used to play this with my mother, like I said, and it's great. Yeah, this is Mrs. Mopp by Computer Solve, and it was released in 1984 on Sinclair Spectrum. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.